This is a Sandy Boy Productions podcast.
Well, I can cut it. I can cut it so it says, yep, I love you the most. Bye.
Don't you dare cut it out, though.
Welcome to Finish Lines and Milestones, a podcast for everyday runners. I'm your host, 𝗦𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃, and if you run, you're a runner, and every runner has a story. Join me each week as I share these stories and we celebrate finish lines and milestones together. Speaking of milestones, the day that this episode comes out, July 10th, 2026, is my 40th birthday. Huge milestone birthday. I will be celebrating with a group run with ladies that I see almost every week on Friday mornings. So if you want to see what kind of shenanigans we get up to, you can follow me on Instagram. I'm 𝗦𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃_runs. That's ALLYT Brett, BRETT_runs, and see some of the content that is sure to be fun. In this episode, Catching Up with Coach is a series with my coach, Rachel Sinders of Rachel Michelle Running. The idea behind this was to give everybody an idea of what it's like working with a coach, to get an inside look at our relationship, how we talk about races, whether it's prepping or recapping, talking about training. So in this episode in particular, we talk about just the blur that was the month of June and learning how to give yourself grace when things are busy and you can't necessarily get every single run in. We talk about our 4th of July races, heat-adjusted training, and then as a very special treat, you heard at the intro just a few moments ago, my daughter Sydney, who is 8, almost 9, joins us to talk about her very first 5K, which ended up being a little bit more than a 5K, but she had fun. And so I asked her a few questions about what that was like. She got to run with my dad, who is 70. It was so cute. So really excited for you to meet Sydney. And next week, next Friday, I will be gone. And I didn't prepare enough in advance to have all these episodes scheduled out. So forgive me as I adjust and pivot a little bit from my norm for these next couple of weeks. I perhaps will take next July off just to give myself a breather. Or maybe by then I'll know how to record and have everything lined up in advance. Probably not. So next Friday will probably be a rerun episode, and then your regular programming will return when I'm back to business on July 24th. So I just had an amazing interview today with Kelvin Kwong, who is one of the founders of 3Run7, a run club here locally. So I loved getting a chance to meet him, hear more about their club. So stay tuned for that coming later this month, and you're not going to want to miss the rerun episode that's next Friday either. So without further ado, here is my episode with Rachel and Sydney, which is brought to you by Gooder and Hug. More on them in just a bit. How was your 4th of July?
It was really good. We were just around here, but we had a blast.
Good.
Just hanging out. We did the parade in
Okay.
Carmel, which we had to laugh because we set up our chairs like 6 days in advance. And
Rachel.
some people had already set them up 2 weeks in advance. I'm not even kidding. I drive
So dumb.
on Carmel Drive all the time, and I saw them out so early. So anyway, the parade, which is like, it's funny because we've done it so many years, but it's not really like spectacular, you know. It's just
I used to go when I was a little kid.
yeah, and then we just hung out at some friend's house, so it was good.
It's the most Carmel thing ever to be able to leave your chairs for 2 weeks without anybody stealing them.
Yep, like you can literally drive along Carmel Drive and Range Line, and it's just a line of chairs. But no one steals.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's good. Okay. Yeah.
So it was fun. It was a good day. The rain was kind of a bummer. I don't know if you had rain up north, but we got some rain on the 4th. So that kind of put a bummer on some of our pool party
They're gonna say-
plans.
They're going to say a damper.
A damper. It
A
did.
damper on our plans. Yeah. We got some storms.
But then it was a break, and then we had bought a bunch of fireworks. So we just did our own fireworks at home.
Okay.
I don't love it, but Justin and the kids do. So I just don't like fireworks that well.
Yeah, the anxiety that brings
Yes.
shooting stuff off
Yes,
close to your
yes.
house. I have some stories for this episode that I will share.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's roll it back to your race day or June.
I was trying to remember what had happened. So last time we talked, it was right after the full moon.
Full month. So we've had the whole month of June, which was, I don't know, a blur in many ways.
Absolute blur. Yeah. Yeah.
You know, kids are home. It's balancing lots of schedules and trying to get the workouts in when we can. I'm trying to think about what you've been up to. You were at the lake a couple times in there.
Yeah. I had a couple weeks at the lake, which did make it a lot trickier to stay consistent with my workouts. And so I just tried to give myself as much grace as I could to be like, you know what, if I don't run today, I'm chasing after the kids all day. We're swimming. It's fine. And so there's definitely some of that happening. And I'm still writing my full Mo recap. I swear I'm going to finish it. It's so close. And it's so much. It's mostly for myself, but also like it's a lot to cover.
I am just
so
impressed.
It's just taking me so long.
I've forgotten a lot of things. Like
I'm sure I'll leave
I don't
some
have a
stuff
good
out.
memory. Like I would forget. So
yeah. No, there's going to be plenty I'll forget that hopefully then people will be like, hey, fill in the gaps for me, please. Yes. Yeah. So June was just a blur. I think my longest run was probably 8 miles, I would think. Maybe I did a 10. I can't remember. So it's been pretty easy month.
Which is like perfect for where you are right now. Post full Mo recovery and just kind of maintaining and like working on a little speed in there when you can. But 8 miles, I feel like that's a happy place to be for a long run at this phase.
Agreed. And that's what we'll be running when this episode comes out.
8 miles on Friday?
Yeah.
Okay. I won't be there.
That's what you put on my calendar.
Okay. I haven't.
I'm sorry. What?
I know. I'm missing your birthday.
Why?
I'm in Denver. I'm really sorry.
I'm sad.
I know.
No, it's okay.
This is my 3rd year in a row doing it. So my running coach lives out there and she hosts a big group of us every year for like a running retreat, but we've all gotten to know each other quite well. So it's mostly just hanging out and running. And there's some like info sessions in there, but mostly it's just
perfect. That's going to be so fun.
Yeah. One thing I'm
So
super
fun.
excited about is on Thursday when we get there, we're doing with Precision Hydration, which you might be familiar with the brand.
I'm familiar. I've never tried them.
Okay. I like their carb sodium mix. I drink that a lot. We're going to a location they have for a sweat test. And it doesn't actually,
cool.
it doesn't even involve exercise. They put this like electrode on your arm and somehow it can mimic the sweat glands to produce how you sweat and like the sodium content. Yeah. So
cool.
I'm excited because then they can give you a personalized plan of like how much per hour you're losing and what they would recommend for refueling that and stuff. So I'm excited about that.
Yeah, that's really cool. Well, I can't wait to hear about that.
I know.
Month.
So next month I'll have to share, but I'm bummed to miss your birthday run.
That's all right. It'll be fun. I'm just mostly disappointed you won't be able to go down the slides.
We're going to do that again, please.
Yeah.
I was actually really sad. I'm like, you're going to be making these videos and I'm not going to be in it now.
Yeah, you're not going to be there to see how ridiculous it is. I cannot wait. Yeah, in fact, we have my nieces and nephew. Actually, all my nieces and nephews are in town right now.
Okay.
But the older ones, I told them about this park and I was like, actually, I don't really want to take them there because I want to go there for the first time with my friends.
Because we need the first time like on video.
Because I need it to be the real
group.
first time.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so last month, I made you watch the Boston Cop Slide video live on here. So for anybody listening who does not know, just Google Boston Cop Slide and then you can go to my Instagram and see the videos of this caramel slide that looks even bigger. So
it does.
We'll see.
It's going to be so fast.
Yeah. I'm surprised. I haven't seen any videos yet. I'm surprised it hasn't showed up in my algorithm.
I haven't either. I just saw people that went to the grand opening.
Right. Same.
Ribbon cutting, whatever. Yeah. Last week. But no, I haven't seen much of it.
It better be officially open.
I think so.
Oh, anyway,
I think so.
I haven't ran to open on the 4th.
I haven't ran down there since.
Yeah. So that'll be fun. So speaking of working on some speed, I usually try to insert some of that speed into my 4th of July race.
Yeah.
So I go, for people who are Indiana based, may be familiar with where I go. I go to Lake 𝗬𝗂𝘃, which is in Syracuse, Indiana. And it's about 2.5 hours, 2 hours and 15 minutes from my house. And it's the largest freshwater lake in Indiana.
Oh, I didn't know that fact.
And we've been going there forever. Mm-hmm. So they have a 4th of July race. I've done it, I don't know how many times. I used to do it just like completely for fun. It would be the kickoff of my marathon training. Usually I would run home from the 8-mile race and that would be like 12 miles. That was my usual shtick. So I wouldn't ever race it. And really I had no idea that there was awards or there was an award ceremony. I had no clue. I wasn't paying attention at all. Didn't even really know that existed for small races. And so it was 3 years ago, I think, I finally figured it out thanks to some people who are neighbors up at the lake. They were like, oh, well, we're going to stay for the awards. And I was like, oh, okay. And at that time I had gotten faster. And so I was like, well, I'll stay. And turns out I won an age group award. And it was the most ridiculous stuff you could ever imagine. I won that was the year of the popsicle float and the pirate booty boat that was inflatable. So anyway, so bottom line is every year now, like the last 3 years I've gotten an award. And so this year going in, it's like, well, I got to run fast because I got to get an award. That was
Such
how
motivation.
mine was. Yeah. And they have a 3 mile, like a little over 3 miles, and they have an 8 mile. So, and then before I go into all the race stuff, what set the stage for the one you did?
So it's in Carmel, which this is the second year that they've now had it at Clay Terrace, starting and finishing at Clay Terrace. Previously, it was at the high school. So last year was this new route. This was my 8th time consecutive doing it. Before that, I've done it. We did it pre-kids even. I've done it multiple times pushing a stroller. Then there were some years in there when we went to Michigan for the 4th of July, so I missed it. So since 2018, I've done it every year. There was no 2020 race, but every year. Yeah. And I used to be much more competitive. I went back and looked at my previous times, and it was very humbling to see what I used to be capable of when I got the age group awards. Now it's all just about, I'd race, but I'm not crazy fast anymore, but you're
fun. Not crazy fast right now, Rachel.
It's fun. It's what I do on the 4th of July. I love a holiday that involves a race. So it's fun. Yeah. I show up. It's 4.5 miles. So kind of an odd distance.
Right. Ours are too.
Yeah.
It's 3.3 and 8.
Why 4? But 4.5. Yeah. It's great. It's a lot.
Right. It should be 4.
It's a lot for the 4th, right?
Yeah.
A lot of local people, not a huge race, but just a lot of familiar faces and just good vibes. Everyone's in red, white, and blue. And it's a fun.
What'd you wear?
I did blue tank, red shorts, white sports bra.
Okay.
Yeah. Nice. Red, white, and blue. And I have 4th of July Gooder sunglasses that come out for this occasion. Yeah. So yeah, it was great. It was fun. Immediately after, I have to race home to shower to get to the parade. So I didn't stick around for too long, but it's a fun one to be a part of if you're here for the 4th.
Mm-hmm. Nice. I love a holiday race where you can dress up. I don't do the drumstick dash here locally. I haven't for a long time, but I do this 4th of July race. And last year I bought Chicken Legs, which is a apparel brand. They're well known for their shorts that have these crazy patterns. So I bought a Chicken Legs set, which is a matching sports bra and shorts that are American flag. And so I wore that last year for the first time. Usually I don't like wearing the chicken leg shorts for anything over 4 miles because my legs will chafe, but they didn't. So that was good.
Yeah.
And then I had, of course, now I'm into these tattoos, the temporary tattoos.
Oh, yes. I saw that.
So I had a huge arm eagle, and I had some sort of, I don't even know what the heck the design was on my leg, but it had an eagle and some sort of wooden thing. I don't know, but it was comical. And then I had, of course, glitter freckles, and I had glitter in my hair, and I had some aviator American flag sunglasses I bought at Meijer. I don't have the glitter ones, sadly. So I was I hope these don't drive me nuts.
Yeah, fall off or something.
Right.
Who was the friend that you were with that did tattoos with you?
So that is Mark. Oh my gosh. I don't know how to say his last name. So on Instagram, he's Daddy Did You Win?
Okay.
And he lives in small town Indiana. Okay. And so he was 30 minutes away, and he's done the race before. I think it's been a while though, because I've known him now for several years. And so he was going to be there. I'm okay, which one do you want, Mark? I'm going to bring you one. And you're going to put it on. And he was a good sport. So he was there running with his son, Derek. And then my dad ran with Sydney, my 8-year-old, soon to be 9-year-old. And it was her very first race that was over a mile. So we've done the Monumental Mile before. She's done, I think, other mile or the rookie run, but she's never done a 5K.
So wait, did she do the 3.8?
She did the 3.3, which
3.3
ended up being 3.5, which is another story.
Yes, so, I saw that. Okay, so that's a big jump for her from a 1 mile to
to 3.5. I figured, I was especially with the heat, she's prone to not doing well in the heat. She faints, and so I was well, we'll just see how it goes. And I knew my dad is 70 years old, and so he was well, this will be great because we can walk and run and just take our time. It's no big deal. And so that's what they did. He said that they walked maybe 4 or 5 times, but that Sydney never complained.
Aww.
And that she had a great time. So I was really proud. And now for the story about the distances. So this race has been going on it'll be 50 years next year.
Oh, wow.
And so they've never, to my knowledge, had any issues with the race, which is pretty amazing, aside probably from COVID. But unfortunately, we had these huge storms, which caused all kinds of other problems. But for the race, it blew a tree down in the middle of the course, a huge tree that took a power line with it. And so there was no moving that, and there was no like going anywhere close to that. And so the way that the course is, it's like almost like the 8 mile almost looks like an 8. Like there's a little loop and then there's a bigger loop that you do to get 8 miles. So you do the 3 mile route and then you keep going through the finish and do another loop that includes a little bit of the 3 mile route again. And so we get up to the start line. And they're like, the race director makes an announcement. He just says, hey guys, we've got a tree down with the power line. We're not going to go near it. So here's what we're going to do. He said, we're going to do an out and back. So for the 3 miles, you're going to go out, a little over 1.5 miles, and you're going to come back. And then for the 8 miles, you're going to do that. You're going to go out, back, out, back.
Oh, you had to do it twice then. Okay.
So we'd had to do it twice. And it ended up being great because it was Sydney's first 5K, and I got to see her twice. As a result of that.
That's so
So
fun.
otherwise I wouldn't have gotten to see her at all during the race. So that ended up being kind of a silver lining to that issue, but it did suck because the road that we go out on is a little bit hilly, and so we had to do that like 4 times.
I noticed you had some decent elevation game on your race.
So that was brutal. So yeah, I also got to see, I forget Reed's last name, Reed, and then Boyd. Boyd does New Shoe Day. I don't know his last name either.
Okay.
But there are a few more people like every year as my community grows and I know more people in the running community, then I know more people. And so I saw Lisa Hurst, who's been on my podcast before. I saw Jordan Huffman's sister. Her whole family does it, but Jordan is in Germany. She's a fellow
because I think
RMR
her husband is abroad right now.
Yes, correct. So we saw her family. Her sister Jill said hi, and so we chatted. And her dad is amazing, done all these marathons. So our dads talked. And
he's a nice guy for sure.
Yeah, but overall the race was really good for me considering how hot it was.
Yeah, you did excellent.
I pushed myself real hard.
You finished so strong.
Oh, well, let me tell you about that. So the other benefit of out and back is you can count the number of women in front of you, right? So I was like, okay, I'm counting. And I swear to God, I counted I counted 3 women. And so I'm like, if I can catch that third woman, I can be third place overall for women in the 8 mile. But then come time for the awards and like the results, that's not the case. And so what's weird is like some people drop down. And so I'm just like wondering if it was entirely accurate. Cause I'm like, I wasn't that delirious. I swore I counted 3 women. And so I busted my ass to catch that third woman. Cause I was like, you know what? I'm here to go fast. I'm just going to see if I can do this.
Yeah.
And so I caught her right before the finish. Like we're talking, we had maybe 100 or 200 yards.
Oh my gosh.
To go.
Too bad we don't have that on video footage.
Well, we do actually.
Okay.
So
you
my
need to
family
share
came
it.
out. I know, I will. I just have so much video and content that I just get overwhelmed. And I'm like, I need to share all this.
Yeah.
But yeah, so my family came out. Zach, my sister, and the cousins that weren't running came out. So they all high-fived me. And sadly, I was running so fast that I just didn't pay attention to who I high-fived. And I guess I missed Sloane's hand, my little one, and she was so mad. And I felt really bad because I was like, well, I have to high-five them because they're out here.
Yeah,
and
but
so,
you're delirious at the end of a race.
But I'm like, I'm going to try. I don't want this lady to respond because I passed her right at the end. Anyway, because that could have been the difference between me getting first or second in my age group. I thought it was the difference between podium or not, which it ended up not being. But
so what were you overall then for female?
Overall female? Oh, I actually don't know.
Okay.
I forget.
So I wonder
maybe
how that...
5th or something, but
okay.
I'm really suspicious of it. And then this girl, Danielle, who I ended up meeting, who was friends with Reed, she beat me and she's in my age group. And then I was trying to look up how old she was, but I didn't figure it out. But she's a 3:15 marathoner. That's how competitive I am. I looked it up. I was like, who's this girl? She was very fast and did very well. So
well, that has to make you feel better. She's a 3:15 marathoner and you're competitive.
Yeah, so I had no chance.
But that you were...
Well, no, she kicked my ass.
Okay.
She wasn't. Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, so that was a lot. But yeah, the prizes this year, the prize that I got, which I need to share about more, was I got another sparkly Starbucks tumbler.
Okay.
This year I also got a candle.
Oh.
Can't remember the scent off the top of my head. And then my dad won his age group as a 70-year-old, which was hilarious because he got a medal. Because when you win your age group, you get a medal.
You get a medal.
So,
okay.
So he rubbed that in my face.
I'm sure.
Very nicely,
yeah.
But
yeah.
And I was like, God. He's like, well, I want, And then he won a bucket of sand toys and he got a tumbler as well. There was something else, I forget, but it was just so funny. And then Lisa Hurst, she was the Grandmaster champion for the females. And so she got a big basket of stuff and like would have been in a photo for the newspaper, but she had to go do a parade, something rather. So funny. I mean, it's just, I love it about
small
that
town
small
race
town
is
race.
so fun. It is just so funny too that you can show up race morning and they're like, hey, we have to change the course and stuff, you know. Think about a big race. That would be a whole mess.
Oh my gosh. So I was walking around chatting with people because they delayed it for 10 minutes as a result as well. And so I was walking around just chatting with a few other people. And it was like, they didn't at first in the announcements, they didn't say, so the 8 miles actually going to be shorter. They just said you're going to go out and back, out and back. And so I was like, well, so are we running 6.6 miles? Or are you going to keep us going and then turn around? Like what's going to happen? And so then they finally, right before we started, they're like, and so you're going to be running like 6.5 miles today. And I was like, okay, well, that's good to know so I can go faster.
Yeah.
Because I'm not running as far. So
it ended up being 7, right?
But it ended up being 7, which is
I saw.
So then so Sydney, instead of running like a 5K, ran 3.5 miles. So
oh my gosh.
On a hilly court. I mean, it was just kind of a cluster. And then I know I've been talking a ton, but
hey, that's what this is for.
But we also, so that night was the fireworks. Okay. So there was a huge storm and so much wind, like to the point where we were outside and it like blew over a wine glass, like off of the table and like shattered. It was like so gusty. So I guess it got one of the fireworks barges. They set off the fireworks from in the middle of the lake. And so this year was the biggest year. They spent $500,000 on their fireworks display. And one of the barges came loose as a result of the storm. But they don't tell you, we didn't know that until we got out there on a boat with all these little kids at 10:30 p.m. at night. Meanwhile, there's a house on fire right behind our condo building.
Oh my gosh.
Humongous house fire.
Oh my gosh.
Huge. I'll have to show you pictures.
That's awful.
So my Aunt Lisa, it was awful. So my Aunt Lisa is like a super sleuth. So she gets her scanner app on her phone and she's listening. And she's like, oh yeah, house fire. They've called other towns' fire departments for backup. And so then after we realized that's going on, I mean, and you could see the flames. You could see the glow of the flames.
Oh my gosh.
Side of the lake. It was so crazy. And it scared the kids a little bit. And then we found out via Facebook that the fireworks going to be delayed at least an hour. And so we weren't sure why. They didn't say why. They just said, we're on a delay. And so we're like, well, we're going to go home. We have all these little kids. They did a really horrible job of communicating. They just didn't communicate, basically. And the fireworks didn't end up going off till 1 a.m. And so... Oh my gosh.
Did you stay up?
So I fell asleep with Sloan like on the couch. We were just kind of waiting after midnight to see, okay, if they go off, like we're just going to go out and watch them. But they didn't. So we gave up and then went to bed. And Zach kind of kept an eye out and he ended up going out. But they only shut off a half of them.
So then what are they going to do? Like,
that was it.
Save them? Can you? I don't know.
I don't even know. But it was, people were so mad.
Yeah, because
and it wasn't mad because of, the situation. There's things you can't control.
But like communicate better.
They communicated so poorly. In the email they sent afterwards, they took no accountability.
Oh gosh, yeah.
It was just
not
really
a good look.
Disappointing. It was disappointing. So that was a bummer because last year I missed the fireworks at the lake. And my kids have never seen fireworks like that. So I was so excited for them to see it. Their minds were blown over the fireworks that people were just doing on the shore. So it was fine. But
that's disappointing when you had your heart set on that and unfortunate. So was everyone okay with the fire? Or there was no one in the house?
Yeah, it was a house that's for sale.
Oh gosh.
Which is interesting.
That's a
so
mess.
Now they're like, it's under investigation too. Like, is there foul play? Like, but thankfully that meant nobody was hurt.
Yeah.
I guess there was another fire too somewhere, but maybe not as big. But so that's why we thought the fireworks were being delayed, was because the fire department wasn't on call. They were all at this fire. So that made sense, right? You can't shoot off $500,000 worth of fireworks
without,
when you have no fire or like people to help if something goes wrong. It was crazy.
Yeah, that's too bad.
Who would have thought?
Yeah. The fireworks here went on as planned, I guess. It was just so on and off rainy. So that's when we were like, you know what? We've gone to the Carmel ones many, many times. And then just ultimately decided to do our own at home. And it was great because I didn't have to leave my house and sit in traffic and, all that.
Yeah.
So it was
my childhood memory of doing our own fireworks. My dad set the next door neighbor's lot. There wasn't a house there yet, but he set it on fire, and I'll never forget that. We had to go out with milk jugs.
Oh my gosh. The one saving grace we had here was that it had rained, during the afternoon on the 4th. So when we were doing our fireworks, I felt totally fine. Like the grass is wet. We'll be okay. But we had some of these like spinny ones and you weren't sure which direction they were going to shoot up and
Oh.
spin. So we did the first
God.
one in the backyard, and it got way too close to our house. So then we started going out. Like, we live at the corner of an intersection, so we went out in the middle of the street
that's
and did the
smart.
rest of them. Yeah. And had some
Yeah.
friends over, and we had lots of sparklers, and it was a good 4th.
Oh,
I
that's so
always
fun.
enjoy the 4th so much.
There is just something special about the 4th of July. The lake does what's called the flotilla. It's basically a boat parade. So people all like decorate their boats and they go by, and we decorated our pier like at the condo.
Oh, that's fun.
The condo community decorated the pier. We all like tried to hold up fabric to make an American flag. I have no idea if it actually looked like an American flag.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, it's always just like the middle of summer. It's a fun celebration to me.
Yeah, and the weather was, I mean, outside of the rain and storm stuff, it was so hot, and it was just like, that's kind of what you want.
Yeah, you do.
So that you're on the water,
you want to
in
be
the pool.
in the pool or in water of some sort, outside.
Yeah.
And yeah.
So in fact, we went up 2 days earlier than we had planned going. We ended up going up, or maybe even 3. We went up Sunday night, so we stayed for the whole entire week versus we were planning on going like Wednesday. But so that was really nice.
Cool. And now,
and I won my age group award. Check.
Yeah,
and now I'm going to Greece.
That was great. That was a great race that you had, and just I didn't look at it compared to last year's time. Well, there was a mile shorter, but like overall pace,
it was faster.
I didn't look at it, but I thought so. Just given your last mile being 7:20 or something crazy, that I figured it had to be faster. So hey, the training's working, and you're doing great.
Right, and in the heat, like
it was
crazy.
It was pretty hot and humid.
Yeah, so I even carried a handheld because I was like, okay, they have a water station, but it's, it's at the end. It would have been okay probably because it was at the end of the out and back. But
no, I never have carried water for this 4.5 mile race before, but I did this year just because it was so hot, and just I put electrolytes in it too because I figured I would need something. So that brings me to a coaching point here to talk about pace, expectations, and adjustments in the heat. Because this last week, especially in Indiana, I think all over kind of the Midwest, we were under this like heat dome, I think they called it. I like to pay attention to the weather. So I got so many comments about like, this was really hard, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, yes, we have to adjust here. Like, you don't have to prove yourself and try.
Yeah.
I mean, I use 𝗣𝗏 for training, and you're given that pace range, but it's not set in stone. Like, people, we need to, I always say for an easy run, like, worry more about your effort level or your heart rate. If you're trying to do an easy run and you see your heart rate, which happened to me last week, my heart rate was like 170 on an easy run. And I was running with Jill, and I was like, we need to walk. This is not the intent of what we should be doing here. It's supposed to be an easy run. You're running at a relaxed pace. So walking breaks are okay. You have to give yourself that grace, because you could give yourself down into like a deep hole of overtraining if you don't make these adjustments. I have other calculators online that I've looked at too that like really look at the dew point is a big factor there when you're looking at adjustments, because that's like how thick the air is with moisture. But just be careful, people. Now is not the time to prove anything.
Yeah. Well, and last week I talked to Mary Pittman and Trena Roudebush about doing Relay for America.
And I listened to that the other day on my run, which that was a great episode.
And they had some really hot weather. And so, Mary had talked about how Christy, her coach, had told her about, hey, like, these are the signs.
Yeah, it's like if you have chills, if you finish your run and you have no appetite for hours, that means your body is working so hard to cool itself off that it's not feeling hungry. Like, hello, you did too much, or you're peeing yellow, just anything. Yeah. Which we all know, but when you're out on the run, you're just like, oh, I want to stay in this pace range because that's what makes me feel better about myself. It's just, it's totally not worth it. I'm guilty of it too, but
it takes practice, I think, to just ignore it and just be like, I'm just going to go run. Yeah. One of the mornings at the lake, I don't remember which day it was. I ran 4 miles, and it was supposed to be an easy run, and it felt like I was running in an oven. And granted, I ran at like 10 a.m. because that's when I could get it in. And I knew it was just going to be miserable. And so I'm like, I am not even going to look at my watch. I am just going to go out here and move my body. Yeah. We'll see how far. I thought about going 6 miles. Then I was like, when I was at 2 miles, I was like, absolutely not.
Yeah, it's not worth it, because then I mean,
No.
I know it affects me if I do too much the rest of the day. I'm feeling
Ooh,
like
yeah.
so run down. I mean, that's not a good sign. That's not what we're going
Right.
for here. So just be smart. The PRs come in the fall when it's cool.
Right.
It's,
Yeah.
we don't have to prove anything right now.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I also found out, so my sister and brother-in-law were in town. He's running Eastern States. Quick break in the show. This week's episode is brought to you by 𝗬𝗏, makers of active eyewear for anyone. Rachel actually mentioned her 4th of July 𝗬𝗏ers earlier in the episode, which I am jealous that she has. I do not own those, because if I did, obviously those were the ones I would have worn. These are the sunglasses that I see everywhere for good reason. 𝗬𝗏 sunglasses have grip-coated frames so they don't slip when you sweat, snug, lightweight fit so they don't bounce mid-run, and fully polarized lenses with UV 400 protection, blocking 100% of UVA and UVB rays. And they're not just a race day thing or a running thing even for me. Think pool days, sidelines at soccer games, running errands, all of it. With a huge range of colors and styles, there are a pair for every vibe and pretty much every holiday. So if you want eyewear that's functional, stylish, and actually fun, head to goodr.com/AllieB. That's GOODR.com/ALLOYB for $10 off of your first order. This episode is also brought to you by Hug, the world's only dryer-safe bra. Literally the only bras I wear when I'm not wearing a sports bra. I am packing now 3 of their bra tank tops with me on my trip to Greece because they are so buttery soft, breathable, and they don't have those stupid bra pads that come out when you wash them. And I just found this out. You can actually wear your bra, like a bra and underwear set, as a swimsuit. So I just did that last weekend. Amazing. So comfy, perfect looking. Gosh, what more could you want? And I actually love this brand even more, if that's possible, after listening to their founder, Jennifer Dahl, on Lindsey Hein's I'll Have Another podcast. Jennifer is a marathoner and has tons of experience in the bra industry, and I loved hearing the story about how she's built this brand. Hug's patent-pending Enmesh tech swaps out the usual foam padding for a mesh liner, so no shifting, yellowing, no bacteria buildup, and even after it's been through the washer and dryer with everything else, they are still great. They're wire-free, buttery soft, highly breathable, so sweat actually evaporates instead of sitting there all day, and everything is PFAS-free and BPA-free. So use code AllieB, ALLYB, for 15% off your order. That will stack with their buy 3, get 1 free offer. You can use the link in my show notes to shop. Thank you, Hug and 𝗬𝗏, for supporting this episode of the podcast. Now back to the show. Oh my gosh, I also found out, so my sister and brother-in-law were in town. He's running Eastern States.
Oh, I've never heard of that. Is it
Same.
Is it the equivalent of Western States, but in the East?
Yes.
What?
Yes.
Is it?
And I thought, oh, I've never heard of that.
Is it
same,
like a
same
harder
reaction.
one to qualify? Is it easier to get into maybe because it's more, it's not as well known?
It's not as like big of a, like not, I mean, not that it's not a big deal, but it's not as prominent, I would say, or prestigious, you know, like Western States, you like have to
earn
do
those
these
tickets,
qualifiers
yeah.
and get these tickets and get your name, yada, yada. And so, yeah, he's doing it in August. It's in August.
Wow.
I think 18th or 8th. And he's not using a crew.
Wow.
I know.
I
was
would
like,
be,
Tyler.
yeah, get some people out there to support you.
Yeah, he said that he would come on my podcast after.
How
Because I've been
many-
asking him to come on my podcast forever.
Is it 100 miles also?
Yeah.
Whoa. Has he done this
in
before?
August. No, he's done 50 milers.
Okay.
Multiple times. He's done the
Okay.
JFK 50 miler, and they live in DC. So, yeah. So, anyway, stay tuned for my report back on that. And if I can actually get him to come on my podcast.
Yeah,
But
we need to hear about it.
I was like, what's your next race, Tyler? Like, we always talk about running. And he's like, oh, I'm doing Eastern States. And I was like, what? I'd never heard of it.
Yeah.
Then, you know, so.
Well, cool. Now
Fun
I'm going
fact.
to pay attention to that.
Right. Same. I've never heard of it. That's so weird to me, but fair enough.
Yeah, so this weekend is the 8-hour endurance relay in Indy at Butler.
Oh, that's this weekend.
Yeah, this is it's on Saturday, which
Oh,
unfortunately I'm
okay.
going to be gone for. But I hope it's a good day for everyone. It's such a fun,
Yeah.
it's such a fun vibe being there.
I didn't realize that was this weekend. I knew it was coming up, but I just haven't been paying attention.
Yeah, well,
so.
because your mind is on vacation.
Heck yeah, it is.
So you leave Saturday.
We leave Saturday. I think our first flight is at like 3:45 p.m. or something. So,
Okay, so
Yeah.
should we get to the birthday topic?
yeah,
The big 40.
the big 40. So this is coming out on a normal podcast episode schedule because basically I just realized I probably should have and maybe I'll do this next summer, just take July off. And I've never done that before in the 3 years I've been doing this. And so last week doing the special episode was different because I moved 2 interviews so that we could go to the lake early. So then I thought, you know what, for this Friday, instead of trying to find the time to have an interview and like edit it really quickly, we'll do this with this coming out anyway to catch up for July. And then it happens to be that my 40th birthday is on July 10th, the day this will drop. And it's a big milestone for me.
It is. I feel like you're excited about it though. Are you feeling
it's weird. I don't really care.
Yeah.
I mean, like I don't have any dread or necessarily any negative feelings about it.
I don't think you should.
I mean,
I think
right.
It's just, I mean, a number. I think the 40s are great. I'm 43 now, and that doesn't even seem old. You know, when you're young, like 40 was like so old. It's not.
Yeah.
Like, look at us.
Yeah.
We're like living our best lives and running and having fun. And...
Yeah. I feel like I'm 25. I mean, like not physically, but like in my head, I swear.
Yeah.
Like
no,
still young.
I agree.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, my dad's 40th was, I remember the theme of it was Over the Hill.
Yes. That's what
my
they
maiden name's
said
Hill.
back then.
So that's, But yeah, over the hill, like you're old, you know.
But
So it's funny now being that age.
It is. It is so funny to think about because I don't feel like I'm like on the downhill right now.
So much left to do.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So Friday will be your birthday and there'll be a group run.
Yep,
and then what else?
We always, I should say, we a lot of times do a group run. So we're going to do the run. We're going to go on the slides. That's going to be super fun.
Yep.
Eileen was asking me questions. So I think she's making me something really nice. So I'm just going to publicly thank her here.
Okay.
And then afterward, Jeanette from 𝗬𝗏𝗃 got me set up with a suite for a session there, which is contrast therapy. So you do a hot sauna, a shower that's vitamin C to kind of help regulate your temperature, and then you go in the cold plunge. And I'm bringing my friend Kate, who is like my childhood friend. She just turned 40 on June 28th. So It's like a joint birthday thing. And afterwards, we're going to walk right across the street to Cake Bake.
Oh, that's so fun.
So I'm really excited. So I've got a little day. And then my mom is going to make dinner, I think, on Friday night. And then I leave Saturday. So I almost was like, I don't know if I want to do dinner. I just need to have all my stuff together, but our flight's not till later, so I still have some time on Saturday
in the morning
to get some final things together. Yeah,
so fun. It's going to be a fun day.
So fun. Such a fun day. And my husband and I both have July birthdays. His birthday's today as we record this, actually.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah. He's out golfing for his birthday. And then we're going to do Taco Tuesday at El Rodeo, where they put a sombrero on you and sing. And so it's kind of for his 40th, which was now 2 years ago. And then our 10-year wedding anniversary was also 2 years ago. And so we needed to do a big trip.
You were overdue.
We were well overdue. And the time, like just having some quality time to spend together. You know, we've been through a lot this year, and I am so ready for it. So we're going to Santorini, Greece. We're staying there on the island. That's all we're doing. We're scuba diving one day.
Okay.
We're running ATVs one day. We're doing like a private sunset catamaran. And then we've got a sunset dinner. So like in this part of the world, sunsets are like one of the most famous things. So I'm looking forward to that. And then I'm not going to bring my running shoes. I got these Teva sandals that you can run in.
Okay.
And so I think I'm just going to bring those because if I do any running, I just don't know how far it's really going to be. And or if it even is far.
Or like what the terrain is going to be like even. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know they have a gym there. Ooh, maybe so I will bring. I don't know. I'm trying to decide. shoes take up so much space, damn it.
They do. And are you trying to just do a carry-on?
Oh, I will just do a carry-on.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, at least summer clothes are all light and small. And, shorts and tanks and stuff and dresses. But that's what I put on your training calendar. I'm like, there are no structured workouts here. Like you are just going to go.
Just,
I am not
run around.
No, I am not making you like do what you want to do. Cause I know you'll be like, you're active, but you also need plenty of time to just relax.
Chill out.
Yeah.
I know. So if anybody listening to this has some last minute book recommendations, I know Jennifer and I always has good book recs.
I can give you a whole bunch.
Yeah. Give me some, because my plan is to load up my Kindle.
Okay.
And then I'm going to go off the grid. I'm not going to get on social media when I'm gone at all.
I'll text you a long list because I read all the time too.
So I'm excited for that. Yeah. I'm listening to the Calamity Club.
I just got that on my Kindle to start tonight or tomorrow when I travel.
It took me a few chapters to get into.
Okay.
But now I'm hooked. Like it's really good. So I just need more books like that so I can just do a bunch of reading. I'll probably get some movies and shows to download too, but just going to try to really focus on spending
unwind
the time with Zach and just unwind. And eat so much food. I'm going to eat so many olives. I love olives. So
That's the best place to get them.
Right. So hooray.
Oh, fun.
40. I know it's weird because it's like such a big thing. And then you're like, okay.
But then you just wake up and it's just another day, you know?
And it's just another day. And it's like, man, yeah, I don't need any. The trip is perfect. So it'd be a great way to celebrate. So an excuse. Like I was like, this is a big excuse, like to get away and do something. So my parents are watching the kids for the first half of the week. And then Zach's parents will watch them the second half of the week. And then, so we're Saturday to Saturday. So
nice.
Yeah. And then I don't even think I've registered for Fort Bend yet in the fall.
Okay. I've registered.
So really sure
I registered for that and Monumental Half.
Yeah. I'll probably do the half. I might do it. I think I said this, maybe even said it out loud in the last episode we had together, that I might do it with Alex Baker and 𝗬𝗂𝗃 to Cancer.
Okay. Yep. I think he still has, I know he still has a few spots.
Yeah.
Available.
Yeah, so.
I think he was just texting me right now, actually, about something.
Well, and Lindsey Hein and I were texting too about our live show. Oh, I just got a text from Alex Baker too. That's hilarious.
I think he's working on things right now because
probably he's like, I got to text my people.
Yep.
Oh, and one more thing too. This is kind of a random side note, but a previous guest of mine, Gordon Strain.
Yes, I saw this.
He's making a movie with Anne Hathaway. Oh my gosh. And it's about Little Five. So it's a huge Indiana thing. Little Five is a bike race at IU, Indiana University, for people who don't know. And so they're making this movie about it that's been in the works for a long time. But he specifically is in need of young female cyclists who can pose as collegiate level cyclists to be in the film. And so I'm trying to reach out to all my people and get him. So I've already gotten a few. So
okay.
And then for anybody else who's interested in being a movie extra, they are Pegasus Pictures on Instagram, and you can go. There's a link in their bio. It's just bit.ly/Little Five Extras, I think is the link. So
did you sign up to be an
totally
extra?
Signed up. I'm saying like sign me up for stuff. Like I'll say a word if you want me to. I'll be a waitress. I'll what do you need?
Oh, I think
I've been to
so
Little
fun.
Five.
Yeah.
I don't remember any of the Little Fives, but I never watched the race. I just got blackout drunk.
Yeah, just you were there
it's
for
like
the
biggest party
festivities.
weekend. Yeah. Yeah. I went every year I was in college, and then I've been after that too.
Did you really?
So,
wow.
Oh yeah, loved Little Five.
Okay.
It was just the biggest party weekend. Like
Yeah.
I didn't even know really that it was a race, and I've never been to the race, which is really sad now looking back. Like now I'm into endurance sports.
You would enjoy it now.
Yeah, but at the time that was not what it was about for me. So yeah, so good. Yeah, so well, have fun in Denver.
Yes, I will.
Man.
It'll be great. I'm excited about it. It's just such good running out there and trails just galore. It's the best.
Oh, absolutely
and
the best.
it's going to be really hot, but at least not humid. So it should be fun.
Yeah.
But
should be really fun.
You'll be having the best time.
I'll be having the best time. So I will be sure to. I will capture so much of it. I'm sure. I'm such a sucker for photos.
You'll bring
and
us up
videos.
to
So I'll bring you up to speed when I'm back for sure. Yeah, it'll be hard for me not to it's just so fun to share and be like,
I know, but it does feel really
so
good
for
to
me.
not. Even this summer, I've really been trying to stay off of it and been pretty quiet.
Yeah. With my brick, it helps me at least I'll get on, do what I want to do, and then kind of just get off and try to minimize the time and just be present with the kids, especially this week when I have, nieces and nephews around and I don't get to see them much. So it'll be good. But I got to figure out how to go get my run in now. I have both my girls at home. They're plugged in, as I like to say, watching their iPads.
Yes. Are you
So they've been watching their iPads this whole time. So now I'm like, well, I don't want them to sit there and watch their iPads for an hour while I run.
Yeah.
Because I thought about doing it inside, but I might go over to my parents where the other girls are, my other niece and nephew are, and then maybe try to run. I might have to run outside. I don't know. It's going to be bad.
Just
it's so
take
hot.
it easy. Do a run walk if you have to.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll just walk the recoveries maybe. Or
yeah, that's what I did.
Something like that.
I did this morning. This is my third time now going to the track on a Tuesday for a run, or Monday, Tuesday. I don't know what days I've been doing it, but I did this morning. But I totally walked the recoveries.
That's right. I'm glad you mentioned that because I like to see that you're doing that again.
Yeah, it feels good. I need to make. I kind of needed to do it on my own. Like it had been a year plus, so I was like, I need to do this on my own. I don't want to tell anyone I'm doing it. I just want to. I need to know that I can do it.
Yeah.
So now that I have, I'm like, okay, I'm ready to tell people, and maybe we could make it a thing. It's just the summer's so hard with what time of day I'm able to go. Every week is different, kind of. So
that is the hard part. I know.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Same thing with the long run kind of, or the Friday runs we do.
Yes.
It's like,
I mean,
man,
I've been very
you
hit or
know?
miss on that too. It's
Yeah,
just
same.
every week is kind of up in the air as to what we have going on or if
Yeah.
families in town or whatnot. So
Yeah, that's cool. I ran 2 laps around a track yesterday just because I ran home from my in-laws' house and I had to try to make the mileage work out. And so I stopped at Sydney's school and like ran a couple laps around the track to get another half mile and then home from there. It was funny. I was like, well, this works perfectly though.
yeah, perfect way to
Yeah.
add on a little extra.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. All right. Well, thanks for doing
Great.
this. This was so fun to catch up. I hope
Yes.
people enjoyed this conversation that was about running and then a bunch of other stuff too.
Yeah,
But
just catching up here. That's what we do.
yeah. Thanks for listening. And
Yep.
happy running. Happy 40th to me.
Yes, it's going to be the best.
Oh, it's going to be good. All right.
Okay.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye.
And for the second part of this episode, a very special interview with my 8-year-old daughter, Sydney. Enjoy. Hi, Sydney Bretnacher.
Hi.
How old are you?
8.
8. When do you turn 9?
July 31st.
Excellent. What grade are you going into?
3rd.
And on the 4th of July this year, what was special about this 4th of July for you?
Well, first I got to run my first 5, and it was also my first run with Papa.
With Papa, who's my dad, who's been on this podcast before.
Yeah.
And he's 70 years old.
Yeah.
So he's a little older than you.
Little.
A little. And so I also got to run the race too, but I ran the longer one.
Which was supposed to be 8, but then it was 6.
Yeah, it ended up being actually 7. It was supposed to be 6 and 6.6. So tell people what you felt like going to the race. Were you nervous? Were you excited?
Well, at the start, first I was nervous that I was going to get like overheated or something.
Yeah, why were you nervous about that?
Well, sometimes when I get too hot, I can like pass out or something.
Yes,
And that's really scary.
it is.
But I was also really excited because it was going to be fun because it was my first 5K. So.
Yeah. And what did you do to prepare so that you wouldn't overheat? Do you remember what I kept telling you to do?
Drink water.
Yeah, so that was good. Did you end up carrying that little water bottle with you? I can't remember.
Yeah, and I drank the whole thing. I didn't drink the whole thing in the race, but at the end, then I drank the last of it.
Yeah. Well, what was so interesting about the race is that it ended up being different than, we had a delay, remember?
Yeah.
What did you think about that?
I was it's kind of I just wanted to go, but then they said that there was a delay.
That's right. Yeah, they had a big tree fall in the middle of the road, and so they had to change the course, which meant we ran out and back. So we ran to a cone, turned around and came back. And you did that once with Papa.
But you did it twice.
And I did it twice, yeah.
So we got to see you twice.
Which was actually,
really
what I've told
fun.
people, is the best part, because I wouldn't have gotten to see you otherwise.
You would just see me when we were done.
Right. So I was really, as disappointing as it is to have things change right before you start a race, it was really nice because I got to see you and Papa.
Also something that surprised me, we didn't think that really they would cheer our cousins,
I know the rest
but
of our
they
family.
did, yeah.
They surprised us.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I saw you the second time, I yelled, I was like, there's a surprise waiting for you. But I don't think you heard me.
No,
there was a truck that passed right when I saw you too, and so Papa was trying to make sure you didn't get hit by the truck.
Yeah.
That was important.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, because I had seen them already, because I was going back again, and so they surprised me. All of a sudden I could hear Allie and Aunt Casey.
I heard Sydney.
Yep, you did. And Papa. Yeah, and your dad, my husband, Zach, was there with Sloan, your younger sister, and then Aunt Casey, who's my sister, had Bella and Eddie, and so they all cheered for us.
I know, that was so fun.
What did you think when you saw them?
I was so surprised. First, when I heard my name, I was like, okay, they're definitely there, because I'm like, is there another Sydney? I don't really know, but I thought that it was me, and then I saw them, and I was just so surprised.
Oh, how'd that make you feel?
It made me feel really good, and then I beat Papa to the finish line.
You did beat Papa to the finish line. So good.
Yeah.
So how did you feel during the run? Did you start off okay? How did it feel while you were running?
Sometimes I got a little tired, and I wanted to walk.
Okay.
And sometimes I felt good, and I wanted to run really fast. At the end, I sprinted because I wanted to save my energy because I wanted to
be able to go fast.
Yeah.
That's great. It's a good job. Yeah. Papa said you never complained.
Nope.
That's pretty great. Because you had only run a mile. I mean, you play soccer, so you've probably run a lot, but you've never done a 5K. And this race was actually 3.5 miles it ended up being. So it was more than a 5K.
Yeah.
Which is pretty cool.
So I basically didn't do my first 5K. I did my first longer race.
Yeah, you did.
Like my longest race because it was longer than a 5K.
Right. Yeah. So now when you do a 5K, it'll be short. You've already done that. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
And then I saw you when I finished.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what did you guys do while you were waiting for me to finish?
Well, first I was just waiting. Well, we went back to wait with, Aunt Casey and the cousins. So first we did some hugs because I was running fast. So I just got to give them high fives from the side. And then she poured a little bit more water in my water bottle because it was...
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we just waited around for you and just gave free high fives out to the rest of the runners.
That's nice. After you were done, how did it feel to cross the finish line? Did you feel like really tired? Did anything hurt? Or were you feeling okay?
Well, like in the middle of it, I was thinking like that I couldn't do it, so I felt so like happy that I made it to the finish line, and I didn't. And I was like a little tired, but at the same time, I still had a lot of energy.
That's good. I'm glad. So proud of you for doing that. And then we waited around forever for the awards ceremony.
I know, and then Papa, I did not think Papa would get one, but he did.
He did. Well, he's 70, so he won his age group, which means he got a medal. And I didn't win my age group. I got second place, so I didn't get a medal. And then you didn't even know about really the age group awards, but you're probably too young even to get an age group award. I don't even know.
Well, there was some group I can't really remember, something to, it was 11 or 12 or something.
Okay, so maybe there was an age group for you, but there's probably some kids who ran the whole time who have already done 5Ks, and so maybe some year, if you want to, you'll win too. It was so fun to share that with you.
Also, the prizes, they were really fun to see when we were waiting, but it took so long for everyone to be done when we were waiting. And then one of your friends got it when she didn't even think she would.
Yeah, Miss Lisa Hurst. She got that basket and we saved it for her. Yeah. And now it's at the lake still and she hasn't picked it up, so we'll see. We might keep it forever.
Yay!
Yeah, it was cool. Well, what else do you want to say? Anything else?
Well, first of all, in one part, I might have already told you, but Papa, he had to go to the bathroom, so we went to the clubhouse because we were running by a golf course, and he just went in, so it was kind of like a water break for me. I was just waiting. And
oh my gosh, he went to the clubhouse of the golf course.
And he just went to
Papa. Well, that's good. He found a spot. That's really funny.
Yeah. And at the start, when we were trying to play music, the AirPod kept falling out.
Oh, yeah. So my dad, yes. So he had this thing where we used to do this when I was training with Papa, running long time. We would each put an AirPod in our ears.
That doesn't work with me, though.
But unfortunately, you have little ears, and he's got these big old AirPods with the big rubber thing on it, and so it wouldn't fit. It wouldn't stay in your ear.
And then it kept falling. And then
I was like, Papa, I don't think this is gonna work because you're gonna lose your.
Yeah. I would have had to keep stopping from picking it up. Or I could have just held it in my ear, but that would just be hard to
That would be hard to do for sure. Yeah. So do you think you'll do another 5K sometime?
Yeah.
Yeah. You liked it?
Probably.
Good, I'm glad.
It would probably be fun to do a 5K with you, though.
Sure would. Well, I'm signed up for one in August. It's after you go back to school. It's called That 5K, which is Tori's hike for another tomorrow. It's for one of my friends, her sister. And so I'm signed up for that. Last year I took your sister. I took Sloan. And I can't remember why I didn't take you. You probably had something else going on. And she ran most of it. So I know you could do it for sure.
Yeah, I should.
Yeah. So I'll bring you if you want to do that.
Did you hold her the rest of the race, or did she just walk the rest?
No, she ran most of it, and I kept trying to get her to get back in the stroller, but she wouldn't.
So you're just pushing a stroller.
I'm just pushing an empty stroller. Yep.
And everyone's like, oh.
And then Sloan's just running along. Yep. Yeah. So, I'm very proud of you. Thank you for coming on my podcast.
Yeah.
You'll come on again sometime.
Probably.
After you do another
Once
race.
I do my first
official 5K.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm so proud of you. You're such a good runner.
Thank you.
And what about the rookie run? Remember that too?
Oh yeah, the one where we the 1 mile race.
Yeah, it was downtown. Well, we had.
Oh yeah.
You did actually 3 races this year because you did the rookie run, which was by the Indy Mini. It was Mother's Day weekend, and then you did the Monumental Mile, which we always do as a family. Yeah.
Well, the rookie run, I was the first in my age thing. So there was this one guy that said he was last year's winner, and then I just sprinted in front of everyone.
You did. You crushed it.
Yeah.
You were so fast. That was fun to watch.
Mm-hmm. Yep. It was way longer than the littles. They just had to go but I had to go.
Very far. Yeah, it was good. I'm so proud. All right. Well,
Yeah.
thank you for
You're
coming
welcome.
on. I love you so much.
I love you more.
Was this fun? No, you
Yeah.
don't.
Yes, I do.
I love you more.
No, I love you more.
Nope.
Yes.
Well, I can cut it. I can cut it so it says, yep, I love you the most. Bye.
Don't you dare cut it out, though.
Thanks so much for listening. You know what? For my birthday, I would just love it if you would leave a rating or review for this podcast. Spotify, Apple, wherever you get your podcasts. Leaving a rating and review helps others find the show, and that would be such a great way to celebrate my birthday. So thank you for that. If you've already done that, please make sure you're also signed up for Finish Lines and Milestones emails. I do send those every Friday, and I try to make them something you'll actually want to read. Thank you again to our sponsors, Hug and Gooder. I cannot wait to take some time off. I'm trying to go off the grid for this next week, and I can't wait to fill you all in when I am back to my regular programming. My next regularly scheduled episode will be on July 24th. Next Friday, I'll probably run a rerun, as I said earlier. So thanks for being here. Have a great weekend, and good luck to everybody who is doing 8 hour. All right, I think that's it. Bye.